There were some common myths and misconceptions about equity funding amongst MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprises. Please note that the business landscape is constantly evolving, so it's possible that some of these perceptions have changed over time. Here are some myths about equity funding for MSME. 1. Equity funding means losing control. Some MSME owners fear that seeking equity funding will result in losing control of their business. While equity investors do become stakeholders, they typically invest in minority stakes and work collaboratively with the entrepreneurs rather than taking over the decision-making process. 2. Equity funding is only for startups. One common misconception is that equity funding is only suitable for new startups or tech companies. In reality, MSME across various industries can also benefit from equity funding to fuel their growth and expansion. 3. Only struggling businesses seek equity funding. Equity funding is often associated with distressed companies seeking a lifeline. However, many successful and growing MSME also pursue equity funding as a strategic move to accelerate their growth and reach new markets. 4. Equity funding is too expensive. Some business owners believe that equity funding is too costly compared to other financing options like loans. While it's true that equity investors expect a return on their investment, the benefits of funding, strategic guidance, and potential network access may outweigh the costs for some businesses. 5. Equity funding is only for large amounts. MSME might assume that equity funding is suitable for large funding rounds and not applicable for smaller financial needs. In reality, equity funding can be sought for various investment amounts, depending on the business's growth plans and the investor's interests. 6. Equity funding is a quick fix. Expecting equity funding to be a quick and straightforward process is another myth. In reality, securing equity funding involves a time-consuming process of due diligence, negotiations, and legal documentation. 7. Equity funding is only for businesses with a proven track record. While a strong track record can certainly be helpful in attracting investors, there are investors and venture capitalists who are interested in supporting early-stage ventures with innovative ideas and promising growth potential. 8. Equity funding is only from traditional venture capitalists. With the rise of angel investors, crowdfunding platforms, and corporate venture capital, there are diverse sources of equity funding available beyond traditional venture capital firms. Always remember that each business's funding needs and strategies are unique, and it's essential for MSME owners to thoroughly assess their business plans and financial requirements before deciding on equity funding or any other financing option. Consulting with financial advisors or professionals experienced in the startup and investment space can be beneficial for making informed decisions. There were some common